I love myself. I don't need a man. I don't need a man to make me feel good. I don't need a man to take me out. I don't need a man to fulfill me. I don't need a man to make me happy. A man is not a necessity. It's an added value to my life. I learned that I am my true happiness. I learned that if you can't love me how I love myself, don't waste my time because I love myself.
If a man came into your life, wouldn't you want to compromise?
Stupid. A man comes into my life and I have to compromise? You must think about that one again. A man comes into my life and you have to compromise for what? For what? For what? A relationship is a relationship that has to be earned, not to compromise for.
Black women, particularly, are the most educated demographic of people in the whole country. In 2023, that's an improvement because there were times where we weren't even allowed to go to school prior to, certain things being protected.
When were you not allowed to go to school? There were
women.
As a result of this segregation, they were creating black universities and things like that, which brought out the best in blacks then. And then the education that they were getting is much better than the education they're getting out of black schools because, black folks, they don't care. But the education was no good. And if you notice, the black women who are getting the so-called education is putting them on a false pedestal, and they think they're better than everybody. Now they're lonely, they're lost, they're angry, and nobody want to deal with them. So they got worse rather than getting better.
I completely disagree.
But educated women don't make for good wives and good mothers.
I completely disagree with that.
Why is that?
It's just not true. It's sexist. It's a lot of misogyny in there, and it's just not true.
What's not true about that?
Why does education stop you from being a good mother?
Because a woman that's educated, she thinks she's equal to a man. Because a woman that's educated thinks that she should work and not be at home raising his children and clean, keep the house going and things like that. And educated women don't care about the children. They're going to throw them off in the daycare center just so they can get their ego fulfillment. So they don't really make for good wives and good mothers.
Yeah, I completely disagree with that. My mother was very educated. She went to school. She raised me well. So now I, too, have a master's degree. I have my pick of the litter. There are plenty of men that want me. I can guarantee you that. And I have my own business, so it works.
But not
Are you saying that women who have an education can't raise their kids?
Right.
Why?
Because they're on an ego trip. They're trying to go to prove that they're like a man. Well, why get married if you don't love your husband, your children, or not? Just stay home and watch over his children.
I don't even want children, so
you don't want children?
Be married with my husband, traveling the world, and living my best life.
So why get married then?
Right? I was raised by a married woman.
But she didn't stay home.
So?
Right? She didn't stay home and raise you. I rest my case. You get divorced while you were young?
Yeah.
While you were still living at home?
Correct.
Oh, I thought you said you were raised by both parents.
For a little bit. Then I got
so
divorced.
You weren't raised by both parents. See, I told you, educated women don't make for good wives and good mother. And now you're an adult. If you got married, number one, you're not going to obey your husband. Number two, you don't want to have children. There's no reason to get married.
To you.
So you can party by yourself like that. You have friends, and you can take your male friends with you and everything.
To you.
Isn't that right? Since she got married, she should obey her husband and stay home and raise his children.
I believe she should do whatever she wants. That's what I believe.
And not what he wants.
Correct.
And what do you believe? Do you personally believe that a woman should obey her husband?
I don't like the word obey.
You don't like the word obey, you say?
Yeah, obey sounds, again, I believe women are equal to men, so we're just going to disagree on that.
And so what's wrong with the word obey?
Because obey sounds like an authority.
It is.
And
a dictator.
Yeah, and my husband
should
supposed
to dictate in the home.
Completely disagree.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you a Christian?
Yeah, I grew up Christian.
Well, Christ said that a woman should obey her husband. Was he wrong too?
Sure.
Christ was wrong?
Yeah.
The guy you believe in was wrong when he said that?
Sure.
Obey.
Understand why you wouldn't want a woman like me. I am successful. I'm rich. I can fight. I will say it. I love men.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah. But I don't love a stupid man. If you can't be with my peace, you can be with the door.
Yeah.
Oh, you're in your masculine area. Well, why don't you get in yours? I'm sick of men telling me, oh, wait, you know, you hardcore. Yes, I am.
Can you handle it?
Oh, well, what you bringing to the table? I am the table.
Got women out here can't find a man because they acting like him. You are alpha. Now the alphas all want these subservient husbands. You can't have one.
No. The majority of you said you want a whole man in your life who can provide, keep, and protect, right? So here's the question. How can you have one when you get up every day trying to be the best man you can be?
Women are aspiring to become the man they wanted to be with. Great, there's nothing to fucking talk to each other about then. You don't need, if you girl bossed right into the sun and now you pay your own bills and you're incredibly successful and you don't need no man because you're a strong, independent woman, great. Why are we even talking then? Like, there's nothing to say. Like, that's great. You've become the man you wanted. Knock yourself the fuck out. Like, I have not become the woman I want. Like, I don't have the capability to do that. Because what I want in that economy is different. Like, I don't need someone to provide and protect. Like, I don't need that. I need a soft place to lay my head.
Because the harsh reality is a lot of y'all don't want men. Y'all want doormats. A lot of y'all want to give men a safe space to have selective masculinity. I'm man enough to fuck you. I'm man enough to pay your bills, but you won't let me be man enough to run the household without a whole bunch of feedback, without a whole bunch of back talk. I'm man enough to take you on trips. I'm man enough to take you on shopping sprees, but I'm not man enough to discipline your children that aren't even mine. You want me to be selective with my masculinity. So you want me to be a Superman when it comes to all of your needs, but you want me to be a half a man when it comes to the things that I need.
I cannot date a man with a 9-to-5. I'm just not going to do it.
You've been telling me.
I provide very well for me and my family, and I'm always looking to grow in every way, spiritually, mentally, financially. Life is about growing. So if you are just comfortable and stagnant at one place, and I'm growing, we're never going to be on the same frequency, period. So I'm not even going to play myself. I've dated a guy that had a 9-to-5, and it was frustrating to me.
What was frustrating?
He was a great man. Don't get me, he was good to me, but while I'm saying, okay, I just got this truck, I got my home health care, let's get this. It's like you sitting here working your 9-to-5, I'm over here doing more work than you. You start getting frustrated and building animosity toward that man. And you can say,
mad at me going to work. This is why the prisons are full. Because women want us to crash out and do illegal shit. Scam. Sell dope. Sell dick. Sell pussy. Do something illegal because a good, hard-working man is just not good enough. The fact that I've been at this company and I got some money coming in on my pension is not good enough. It's frustrating to her that every first of the month the direct deposit hits and the rent is paid. And the mortgage is paid. That I have a 20-year success or retirement plan. It's frustrating to her. No, nigga, go crash out. Risk your freedom to impress these women. But by the time they close the door on your cell, she gonna be with your homeboy. Thank you, Ms. Crystal.
My position is that the black woman's disrespect and rebellion against the leadership and the authority of the black man is a direct cause of the breakdown in our black family structure.
There's nothing exciting about a man. There's nothing wonderful or spectacular.
They did not tell us that all of that, being my own person and I'm independent, would lead to separation, loneliness, celibacy, and lesbianism.
If any of you ladies thinking about trying this lesbian shit out, I just want you to know one thing. There's no such thing as domestic violence on this side.
They didn't tell us that if you give up the man, you're going to take one of these things and it's worse and it will destroy your nation.
78% of black husbands were in their homes, married to the mother of their children, when they started the social engineering of the welfare state. Fast forward 50 years, 78% of black children are being raised in single-headed households.
Ooh, they made us think that it was some kind of glorified position to brag about the fact that I got my own job, my own credit card, my own car, so I don't need no man. I don't even know how we got that mixed up. Ain't none of that got nothing to do with being with no man.
Right.
Over 60% of our women are single, widowed, separated, or divorced.
Those numbers have not changed. As a matter of fact, I think those numbers have gotten worse. I'm going to do a little bit of digging and put some statistics here for the viewers' convenience. We are not just going to blow past these stats. 70% of our women are unwedded mothers, making a whopping $45,430. This is before we calculate her debt, mind you. $45,438 a year pre-COVID.
We hear about the drug problem that we have in our projects across the country. It's one of the major places that we have a drug problem. Well, the welfare department don't rent government apartments to single black men. He is not doing these things alone and without support from us, whether they are good or bad. Yes, black men sell a lot of drugs, and a lot of us black women get the money from them drugs and buy some of these fancy clothes we wear. Drive around in some of these fancy cars.
Now, I know I got 2 jobs. How you do that?
See, we have a lot of power. We are very strong women. I'm saying that we're using our strength in the wrong direction. We're using it to tear our man down, tear our nation down instead of building it up. Having an education and a job does not necessarily mean you have a successful life. They say, well, I provided with food, clothing, and shelter. That's not raising a child. That's maintaining one.
Right.
I was a horrible mother. Horrible. I was a great provider. I was a horrible mother, which caused my children a lot of suffering.
We have sons who are, by not having a father in the home, they don't know how to respect women. They're doubtful. They're indecisive. They can't make a decision. They don't know what to do about being a man because we can't teach them that. We don't have that knowledge.
Now, think about what she said and what Keita was saying.
So when we don't feel safe or we don't feel like you can handle anything or we don't feel like you can be assertive or you can be ambitious or you can go out there and do what you need to do for our family, then somebody has to, and I got to do it for me and my child, right?
We have daughters who grew up in a home where they don't see any affection, where there's no man there. They go out into the world and try to mate. They don't have no idea how to be no woman to no man because they haven't seen it.
I know how to cook. I know how to clean. I know how to seduce a man. I do not know how to love a man.
The white woman's liberation movement, that's the white woman and her man. They're going through that, and that's their business. We have not been under the control of the black man for over 500 years, so what do we have to get liberated from them from?
Listen?
It's very well documented that the abortion movement was originally a man's movement, an upper middle class white man's movement. And there were actually 2 men who were fighting to get abortion legalized in America. These 2 men knew Betty Friedan very well, and they worked very hard to try to convince her to insert abortion in the women's movement's political Bill of Rights. Then Betty Friedan, the next Monday, she has a press conference, and she tells them that she's speaking for all American women everywhere. And the Washington Post bought it. They headlined the abortion vote. They said essentially all women want this. And that is how propaganda works. We pretended that this sexual revolution was a freedom for women. It actually was not. It was actually kind of a slavery, but we pretended it was freedom for women. And over time, as the sexual revolution and the women's movement got identified closer and closer together, a lot of women began to buy into that illusion.
Now it's not only just the black family, it is just a total breakdown of the family.
Then they bring the welfare system in and tell us in order to feed and clothe and house our children, we have to give up our man. We have to put the man out of the house because they want to keep endorsing into the black community that the black man is no good and that he is not deserving of respect. He is not deserving of us letting him give us any protection or instruction and that we are better than them.
Hey guys, real quick. We're live every Friday night, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. We invite guests to come up and discuss topics just like this.
We don't have to put our man down in order to be strong. I'm just saying that we have used our strength in the wrong direction. We've been using it against our man instead of for him. If we use the kind of strength and influence that we have in this society to support the black man, won't anybody be able to come against him?